On the evening of 27th December 2025, something happened that no one in the room, and perhaps not even the person standing on stage, was prepared for. The lights were soft, the atmosphere intimate, and the audience quiet in that respectful way that only appears when emotion has already settled in. Songyun was singing slowly, almost carefully, as if every lyric carried weight. This was not a performance meant to impress. It felt personal, reflective, almost private. And then, in a matter of seconds, everything changed. The sound of the crowd shifted first. Not applause, not cheers, but a sudden wave of collective breath being held and released all at once. Confusion flickered across faces. Phones rose instinctively. Songyun's voice faltered for just a moment, barely noticeable unless you were listening closely. When her eyes opened, the expression that followed was neither rehearsed nor exaggerated. It was raw, fleeting, and unmistakably human. Walking towards the stage was someone the audience recognized immediately, someone deeply tied to the song she was singing and the memories it carried. Shu Kai had appeared without warning. No announcement, no introduction, just presence. And in that instant, a quiet fan meeting became one of the most discussed moments in Chinese entertainment in years. What made this moment so powerful was not shock alone, but context. The song was not chosen at random. It was inseparable from Under the Power, a series that had left a lasting imprint on audiences across Asia and far beyond. For many, it represented a particular time in their lives, a story they had carried with them long after the final episode aired. When Songyun performs this song, she is not simply revisiting a role. She is reopening a shared emotional archive that belongs as much to the audience as it does to her. Shu Kai's appearance during that specific performance felt like fiction and reality briefly overlapping, and that overlap is where the intensity came from. Almost immediately, the internet began to debate what they had witnessed. Was this a genuine surprise, or a carefully planned moment designed to go viral? Slow-motion replays and frame-by-frame analyses flooded social platforms. Some pointed to Songyun's brief pause, her hand instinctively moving towards her chest, the way her breathing changed before she regained composure. Others argued that a seasoned actress is fully capable of delivering such reactions on cue. The truth, however, may not lie entirely on either side. In modern entertainment, authenticity and performance often coexist, layered so closely that even those involved may not consciously separate them. What cannot be denied is how quickly Songyun adjusted. Within moments, she steadied her voice and continued, transforming what had been a solo performance into something shared. Shu Kai's approach was equally restrained. He did not rush, nor did he dominate the stage. His smile remained measured until they made eye contact, a brief exchange lasting only a few seconds, yet replayed millions of times. To some viewers, those seconds felt intimate and sincere. To others, they reflected professionalism and mutual respect between former colleagues. The absence of a clear answer is precisely what sustained the conversation. Beyond the emotional surface, this moment exposed deeper questions about the entertainment industry itself. Fan meetings are often perceived as safe spaces, where performers connect with audiences on more personal terms. Introducing an unexpected guest alters that balance. For some attendees, the surprise felt like an added gift, something they would remember for the rest of their lives. For others, it shifted the focus away from the artist they came to see, turning an intimate experience into a spectacle driven by online narratives and shipping culture. There is also the matter of boundaries. In an era where every reaction is recorded, analyzed, and monetized, the line between genuine emotion and content creation grows increasingly thin. Did Songyun know this would happen? Was the timing the only element kept secret to preserve spontaneity? Industry insiders offered conflicting views, some suggesting such moments are usually discussed in advance, others warning that commercial priorities can sometimes outweigh personal comfort. These questions resonated particularly strongly with international audiences, where conversations around consent, agency, and professionalism are becoming more prominent. Timing, too, played a significant role. Both actors were active professionally, each with new projects and endorsements on the horizon. The sudden resurgence of interest not only reignited nostalgia, but also reintroduced their past collaboration to newer audiences. Streams of the original drama increased, clips circulated among viewers who had never watched it before, and the song itself gained renewed significance. In this way, a few unplanned seconds on stage generated a ripple effect across platforms, markets, and demographics. Yet perhaps the most enduring aspect of this moment lies not in strategy or speculation, but in how it made people feel. Viewers described a mix of surprise, warmth, unease, and reflection. Many admitted they watched the footage repeatedly, not to find answers, but to relive the sensation of being caught off guard by emotion. In a media landscape saturated with noise, such quiet intensity is rare. It reminded audiences that even in highly curated environments, moments can still feel unexpectedly real. In the end, the question of whether the surprise was planned may matter less than what it revealed about modern fandom. Audiences today are not passive consumers. They are participants, analysts, and storytellers in their own right. They bring their histories, expectations, and values into every interaction, shaping the meaning of what they see. This single appearance became a mirror reflecting how deeply people invest in stories, and how those stories continue long after the cameras stop rolling. As the echoes of that evening continue to circulate online, one thing is clear. This was not simply a reunion, nor merely a promotional gesture. It was a reminder of the power of shared memory, of the fragile line between performance and authenticity, and of how a single moment can reconnect millions through emotion rather than explanation. If you found yourself pausing, replaying, or questioning what you felt while watching this story unfold, you are not alone. At LVT-SHOWBIZ, we explore these moments not just for what happens on the surface, but for what they reveal beneath it. Thank you for spending your time with us, for thinking deeply, and for feeling honestly. If you enjoy thoughtful storytelling that goes beyond headlines and trends, consider subscribing to the channel and staying with us for future stories. Your support allows us to continue sharing narratives that connect people across cultures, ages, and experiences. We look forward to seeing you again.